Oh boy. Come on, Freddy. Hey, Panda. Oh, I hope you can see me. Hope you can see me. Let me check the screen. Let's see if this is better. Our first live stream since the hurricane, and I guess maybe since Terry went to the hospital. So thank you for watching. You get up here a little closer. I've got my two co-hosts here, Freddy and Panda. So I want to give you a little update on Terry's condition. That's the most important thing, of course. And when she went in the hospital, I said to you guys, when the hurricane was coming, I said, I don't care what happens to Cat's Cradle, as long as Terry's okay, as long as she comes out of this. She was in a coma at that point. And that went on for about a week, just in and out of consciousness. Cat's Cradle suffered quite a bit of damage, as you know, but we're getting it back. We're getting it back slowly. So I thought I'd just give you a little video today. Hey Shadow, what are you doing up there? Shadow makes a trip up to Freddy's perch. So yeah, this part of Cat's Cradle, the town center, really, except for a big tree which came over on top of the windmill, was in pretty good shape. Quite a bit of mess from branches and so forth. But let me get back to talking about Terry, because that's really what I care about, and probably what you care about more than you care about Cat's Cradle. Well, I don't know. I know you care about Cat's Cradle. So she was in a dark place for a lot of days, and I didn't know whether I'd ever get her back. But they switched the medicine around some way, and they came up with a cocktail that worked, and she started becoming more lucid, and I got real encouraged. And then she went on dialysis, her first dialysis treatment, which we were happy to see, because they wanted her to be stable to a certain degree before they would put her on dialysis. So it was kind of a short dialysis, but nonetheless, she did have it. And I don't know, I think it didn't provide the improvement I was hoping for. She seemed to maybe have stepped a bit back. But then after a day or two, she started making progress again and went back on dialysis. And the second time she had it, she was like a different person afterwards. Yeah, she's weak, I understand that. And she has a hard time speaking, but her memory's there, her cognition is there, she knows everybody, she knows where she is. She may not know what year it is, she may not know all the details, but oh, my wonderful lady of 44 years has returned to me. Wasn't that fabulous news? I mean, I couldn't sleep. I was so excited when she started doing better. Excited about the prospect of returning. You know, maybe not 100%, and maybe she has to remain on dialysis for an indefinite period of time, but we're going to get her back. Looks like we're going to get her back. So yesterday they actually were talking about discharge, and that was also exciting. And the only way this is going to work is that if she gets discharged to a rehab center where she can get rehab so she can get her strength back and be able to walk and so forth, that also has access to a dialysis center. So we found one in Tampa that had space available, and we reserved a 2-week period for her to be in rehab and also get her dialysis treatments while she's there. So we're excited about that. She probably will be transported to rehab in the next day or two, discharged and transported to rehab. So the story goes on, just a different location. But we're very encouraged. I had dinner with her the night before last, and I had dinner with her last night, and we had a wonderful time. She's been speaking to people on the telephone. She's able to do email to a certain extent. So you know what? For us right now, for our family, life is good again. Life is good again. And the return of Cat's Cradle to an operational status, and where it looks good again, and with Terry coming back, what in the world do I have to complain about? God's has given us a gift, and it's probably not due to any small measure of your prayers and your wishes that she made it through. She made it through. So here we are. I'm back here blathering again, and just one other thing. I've been going through cat food, as you can imagine, like crazy, as we do around here, like 24 cans a day, and then dry. And I go to her secret stash, and I went through what I knew was there and what I could see, and then I said, well, I know she's got a secret stash where she keeps her backup food, and there's no food in her secret stash. So we're kind of short on canned right now. We're okay on the dry, but if you've got any cans laying around, send them to us or drop them by. Or if you like to use Chewy or Amazon. Hey, what you doing over there? And Nathan's waiting for a special feeding. Nathan, I'll get to you. I'll get to you, baby. I'll get to you. So today I'm going to work on the fencing. We have some fencing issues. In fact, Tank got into Cat's Cradle day before yesterday because there was a fence section that was down, so I need to get that fixed. Tank needs to have his exercise, but we also need to secure our areas. So I'm going to work on that today, guys. The if you saw the picture that I posted recently about Catopia, Catopia is looking pretty good right now. I'm going to start putting some toys out pretty soon. A little bit more cleanup to do in that area. The lander that I built recently wasn't touched by the tree. The tree just went right next to it, and then bang, right on top of the geodesic dome, pretty much destroying it. Okay, but we have it back in a modified form. So that's it, guys. Thank you for your donations to make the resurrection of Cat's Cradle possible. You know, we had to get some new umbrellas. They got wrecked. The sails. Hello, sweetie. Now what are you gonna do? You got me. Now what? Okay. The sails in the chicken area got ruined. Some of the stuff I was able to take down. So, in any event, we're covered. We're covered. We're good. We're good. I got to go into the pond today to work on the filter for the koi. And I guess that's about it, unless you've got some questions. Love to hear from you. Always love your comments, because I know you care about us and our kitties. Everybody's fine. We haven't lost anybody. They all are wondering where their canned food is today, so I may have to just go out and buy a case of it, and maybe some of our wonderful folks will send us some canned food. I think we have another bag. I think we have a bag and a half of dry. So we're low on the canned stuff. But as you can see, nobody's starving. Nobody's starving. Nobody's starving. Muffy's in a bit of a tiff because all she eats is canned. So I'm trying to get her weaned off of canned. But she's our most recent kitty, and she's beautiful. I don't want her to lose weight, so we'll make sure that she's taken care of. Yeah, the last batch we had was all fancy feast. They love that. They love the fancy feast. Yes, they do. How are you doing? You're doing okay. You're dry. So I don't know if anybody's watching. I don't even know if I'm online. I still don't have everything, all the wiring straightened out. Many of our webcams are still down. I'm quite aware of that. So I've got to replace some cable. And it's just going to take a little time, guys. But stay with us. Stay with us. We're going to be doing some new stuff and having some fun. When Terry comes home, I'll have more time out here to work on activities and be with the kitties. Right? So let me check and see if anybody's on and whether they have any comments or questions. Well, Sherry sent us a nice note, so it looks like we're live. We're live. Cat's Cradle is live. So I have the Asian area cleaned up. I still have to do the jungle area. And I guess probably the biggest question that you guys have in your mind is, who's doing the cat boxes? That's the big question. Normally Terry does them. She's always done them. She does them inside. She does them out here. And I have stepped into that role with some reluctance. But it's important that the cats have fresh water and have clean litter, right? Very, very important for kitties to have fresh water and clean litter. So can take care of that a little later today as well. And anyway, I'm just having some fun visiting with our kitties, and I wish you guys were here and could also visit with the kitties. Maybe someday you'll be able to stop by Cat's Cradle. Yeah. We're going to do coffee with the cats again. It'll be kind of an open house. That'll be fun. And we're just going to, a lot of things that I've kind of put on the back burner until I knew what was going on with Terry, and I knew that we were going to have enough money to bring Cat's Cradle back. And both of those questions have been answered, fortunately. So, unless you have any questions, thank you for watching, Sherry. Good to see that you're still following us on our posts. Although this is a YouTube, it's not a Facebook, but I think YouTube. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sherry. Does YouTube notify you that there's a new video? And do they do that by email? How do they do that? How do they do that? They should notify Facebook. But maybe they don't. Maybe they go right around Facebook and go directly to you with an email that there is a new video up for somebody that you follow on YouTube. Let me know, would you? I'm trying to understand how all of it works. Kind of like to move away from Facebook, and I explained why last month when they changed their program a little bit and made it more difficult for us to do live streaming. So we just go over to YouTube. It gets archived on YouTube as well. So I like that about it. I guess I don't know how many YouTube subscribers we have. Not too many. Maybe 200 or 300. But I think the subscribers get notified when there's a new video. Okay, somebody let me know. somebody out there who's a techie person. I used to be a techie person, but that was back in the late 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. And then I got out of it in 2000. Got out of the technology field. Well, looks like everybody's doing pretty well. I have to look for Zipper. Zipper has escaped again. Zipper's our little ferret, and her companion Coco is in his habitat, and he's perfectly happy, but I think he misses Zipper. So let me see if I can find Zipper. Yeah. Probably running around here somewhere. She doesn't care about the cats, but she does care about food, so I'm hoping she'll come back. Hello, Milo. You don't usually come up here. It's nice to see you. Don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble. We're pretty close quarters here. Okay, that's it for now, guys. We love you, and thank you so much for your prayers and your support for Terry. It means a lot to us. We don't have a lot of close friends, so any wishes are welcome, obviously. Yeah. All right, I gotta go. All right, have fun, guys.